Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Seattle Supersonics. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Greg, we know it's still early in this season, but how significant is it for a team to have a hot start to the season or a cold start to the season?
You know, I think it can give some indication of their overall strength. But, Kevin, so much can happen in the course of a season. Don't go judging these teams just yet.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
What confidence from Nowitzki, managing to get his shot off while still drawing contact.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Nowitzki.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Payton passes to Radmanovich. Payton against Nash to the paint. It's stolen by Bradley. Now here's Nash. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. A second chance effort. Seattle grabs the miss. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And it could have been a lot closer than it was down the stretch, though. They were terrific.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job closing the door and keeping it out of reach at the end.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
The first one falls.
And Lewis, one of those guys that can fit into a lot of different roles. Depending on what his team needs, he's got a diverse skill set. He's got size, and this guy loves shooting the three.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. LaFranc, he's checked in for Bradley. Williams comes in for Michael Finley. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. Van Exel dishes to Nowitzki. Connects from three-point range. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far.
You always have to be alert to where Nowitzki is. I mean, he loves catching the defense off guard with the catch and shoot.
Here's Van Exel. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Lewis. Here's Radmanovich. Lewis outside. Here's Payton. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Inside. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. 7 points for Nowitzki.
And Nowitzki is an accomplished scorer inside. Uses his height extremely well. You can't allow him to get that kind of position.
Pass to Radmanovich. And the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Johnson surveying the floor. Six on the shot clock. Nowitzki tries again. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Lewis, right side. Payton outside. Pass to Radmanovich. To the inside. Lewis against Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Van Exel. Drives to the hoop. And it's Radmanovich with the rebound.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The shot's good from Barry.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Payton against Johnson. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now here's Van Exel. He's guarded closely, and LaFrance gets it to go.
Great pass by him right there. This is the kind of unselfish attitude you love to see.
Johnson against Payton. They set the screen. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Van Exel. LaFrance passes to Van Exel. Nowitzki outside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nowitzki's so crafty at using the pump fake to his advantage. Can't leave your feet around him if you're on defense. You got to stay down.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. And Seattle making a change here. Mason's checked in. And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice game for the Mavericks. They picked up the W against Houston.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Supersonics. Jones checked in for Nowitzki. Sonics trail by 8. On the wing, Payton. Defended by Nash. Lewis with the 3. Rebounded by Eschmeyer.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Al Bell. There's a good screen. Nash outside. Pass to Jones. Over Payton. Out to Nash. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Nash has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here is Bell. He has yet to score. Back to Nash. Bell up on top. Nash outside. Into the lane. Rebounded by the Supersonics. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
Now, here's Lewis, following the miss by Steve Nash. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Very few shoot the mid-range shot better than Rashard Lewis. He's excellent in that area of the floor.
Bell dishes to Nash. Rebound, Payton. And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. 6-point game. Lewis on the way. Down low, Drobniak, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that's just an effective use of that pick and roll. Such simple action, so difficult to stop.
Here's Bell. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Sonics trail by 4. Count that one. Mason's got 5 now.
Good touch from Mason inside. He knows exactly how to capitalize from the interior.
Jones sets the pick for Nash. Pass to Eschmeyer. Here is Nash. He has 5. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
Payton against Nash. Outside Lewis. Rebounded by Nahara. Mavericks leading by 4. Nash with it. Now Payton defending. Nash kicks to Bell. Back to Nash. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You really can't let someone with Nash's accuracy get that close. I mean, he won't waste those high percentage looks.
Seattle calls timeout. Completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Back to Payton. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Here's Patopico. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Mavericks leading by 6. Van Exel with it. Boy, that win against the Rockets. He's another guy who really showed up to play.
Defense just a touch hyperactive that time.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Here is Mason. He has 5. Pass to Payton. Rocket 6. Seattle needs to get off a shot. Mason for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And here are the Supersonics now, following the score by Dallas. It's stolen by Van Exel, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Griffin passes to Williams. Van Exel with it. To the inside. Here's Bradley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Bradley, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. And so Bradley nails both of them. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Here's Goldwire, covered by Van Exel. Griffin on the double team. Lewis on the way to end the run. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Nowitzki a screen. Goes up from the top of the key. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Mason against Griffin. Shots good from Mason.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Dallas.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Van Exel. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
This is just one of those games for Nowitzki. I mean, he's playing with a lot of fire, energy, and getting things to go his way as a result.
Here's Goldwire. Pass to Mason. Who is outside? Shoots over Bradley. Lewis misses. Now here's Van Exel. Here's Finley. Ball stolen. 1 second left. That shot missing. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
Griffin against Mason. Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Forte. Lewis with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Nowitzki a screen. Driving inside. Count it. Van Exel's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Potapenko. Here's Booth. Who is outside? 5 to shoot. At the floater. Booth can't hit. Mavericks leading by 16. Nowitzki a screen. Van Exel passes to Nowitzki. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
You've got to try to keep pace with Nowitzki now. Once he sets that pick, he's looking to get the ball back with the hard cut.
The Supersonics shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Pass to Lewis. Now Mason. Here he goes. And a potentially loaded class coming up. But the star of it all has to be the high schooler from Akron, Ohio, LeBron James.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen a player as hyped as James. Almost impossible for him to live up to it. But he's as skilled as any player we've ever seen out of high school.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you know Desmond Mason is an artist, really creative off the court, but on the court, he's creative too, especially around the rim.
Here's Johnson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
They set the pick. Johnson kicks to Nowitzki. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Relentless at the offensive end. This is a one-man wrecking crew.
Celtics trail by 18. Seattle calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Okay, Dallas.
Jones checked in for Nowitzki. Ahara comes in for Finley. Ajah Bell, he's checked in for Griffin. And it's Nash in for Johnson. Mason against Bell. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Mason kicks to Lewis. The Sonics again can't hit. Mavericks leading by 18. Nash, the pass to Jones. Out to Nash. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
That's the look you want.
Sonics trail by 20. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Lewis misses.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it there.
And that one's good for James.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Plays it in off the breakaway. Nash has got 6 in the quarter.
I like seeing Nash be active defensively because when he is, it creates so much offense for himself.
Pass to Mason. Six on the shot clock. Forte, the pass to Lewis. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lewis has got 7.
And this is why Lewis takes so many of those threes, because of his ability to knock them down.
Bell against Mason. And Bell kicks it over to Nash. Second chance shot. Ahara, the pass to Eshmine. It's not going to go for him. Sonics trail by 19. Here's Forte. Pass to Mason. Who is outside. There's the pick. Launches a 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
And there's the three-point shooting ability.
Dallas leading by 16. Screen by Jones. Here's Nash. And it's Forte with the rebound. Seattle has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Mason, the pass to Forte. Now here's Lewis, defended by Bell. Bell against Lewis. Pass to Potapenko. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Ajah Bell.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He doesn't get the second one. For Dallas, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. To the paint, here's Nowitzki. Second shot opportunity, out to Nash. Back to Nowitzki. Another shot, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, I like that confidence and power on display by Nowitzki there. Even when the defense is bumping him and making it tough, he stays right with it.
Proudniak, he's checked in for the Sonics. Now Payton, still without a basket. Pass to Lewis, to the left side wing. Such a wide open look.
Just a great flow to that play. He's anticipating the pass, perfect rhythm on that jumper.
Nash against Payton. Swiped it away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Something Payton does so well. He's a phenomenal distributor and pace setter for this offense.
Bell with it. Nash outside. Nowitzki with the screen on Payton. Nash. That's good from Nowitzki on the assist by Nash. Nowitzki's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And this is where Nash is most dangerous. Superb at running that pick and roll.
Here's Payton. Pass to Drobniak. 13 feet away. The Mavericks pull it in. Bradley's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Nowitzki on the wing. 21 points in the game. Williams sets a screen for Nash. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Shard Lewis picks one up.
Clearly not the tallest guy in the league, more like one of the smallest in the league. But Nash figures out ways to do damage inside.
A different look for Dallas. Finley's checked in for Nowitzki, and Griffin subbed in for Bell. And the Supersonics also making a change. Mason, he checked in for Shard Lewis. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Trailing by 17. Pass to Mason. Driving the lane. That one doesn't go. Excellent D there from Williams. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Such an unpredictable player. Nash keeps defenses on their toes and just baits them into mistakes.
Mavericks making a switch here. LaFrance is checked in. Sonics trail by 19. Outside, Payton. Pass to Radmanovich. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game.
Really love watching Payton dish it out like that. He's a true floor general who does an outstanding job of getting his teammates to clean looks.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Payton following the score by Dallas. Pass to Radmanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. LaFrance pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 18. Nash outside. Here's Finley. Back to Nash. The layup off target. Sonics trail by 18. Out to the right wing. Mason for 3. And another 3 for Seattle.
Seems like Mason is always in attack mode. I mean, gets the pass right there and then quickly gets into a shot.
Payton against Nash. Pass to Finley. A 3-ball. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Radmanovich. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Radmanovich has got 8 points in the quarter.
And talk about aggressive. Did not hesitate for a second off the catch.
Griffin a screen on Payton. Nash kicks to Finley. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And Finley, a dead-eye three-point threat. Once he has his feet up under him, he's ready to fire.
Now here's Payton. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Mason. Lets the 3 fly. LaFrance pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 16. Nash outside. Griffin with it. Now Payton defending near the 3-point line. It's Nash. There's a screen. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Science ball.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Let's take a look at Dallas. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Supersonics, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And I think for Dallas, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
44 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Mason. Got it from 16 feet. Mason's got 16.
And Mason has proven he has a mid-range jump shot, one that the defense got to respect.
Johnson against Payton. And Finley gets it to go. Finley's got 7 points for the quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Finley. Lets it go with a three. Here's LaFrance. Tries again. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for the Mavericks. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Payton looking around. Radmanovich for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Eschmeyer's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside, Van Exel. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Van Exel's got 8.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting.
Payton passes to Barrett. Here's Radmanovich. Pass to Drobniak. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Mavericks leading by 15. Johnson outside. Nowitzki with it. Back to Johnson. Nowitzki with the screen on Payton. Johnson with it. Now Payton defending. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. 2 on the clock. 3-pointer, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Barry, covered by Van Exel. Pass to Lewis. Here's Radmanovich. And here is Lewis. He's got 10, just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that. Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. And it's Radmanovich with the rebound. Radmanovich has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Barry the pass to Radmanovich. Out left to the wing. Lewis a screen on Nowitzki. Radmanovich for 3. The Sonics again can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. Down low. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Barry, covered by Van Exel. Barry the pass to Lewis. Here's Drobniak. Pass to Barry. And here is Lewis. For 3, Radmanovich. Rejected by Nowitzki.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Seattle calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Craziest fans get a free t-shirt.
Trail by 16. Payton outside. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Barry. Shot clock at 5. Radmanovich. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's. Now here's Nash. 19 points in the game. Now here's Van Exel. Offensive rebound, and Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson, he's checked in for Nash.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Number 6.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Nowitzki for 3. There's a good screen. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Drobniak. Celtics trail by 16. Here's Barry. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Drobniak. Shot clock at 6. Here's Radmanovich. Can they get it? And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nowitzki's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Payton against Johnson. Bradley a screen on Payton. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by Nowitzki. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And snappy pass to a productive shooter. The moment Lewis has the ball, he's getting ready to shoot.
And here is Johnson after Rashard Lewis hitting a 3. Johnson, the pass to Nowitzki. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Payton against Johnson. Payton the bounce pass. Radmanovich for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead. Payton against Johnson. Nowitzki outside. Lets it go from deep. Goes back up. Bradley. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Mason, he checked in for Seattle.
Second team foul. Sonic substitution. Number 24.
Sonics trail by 13. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
To the right side. Lewis dishes to Payton. Pass to Mason. A fader. LaFrentz pulls it in. LaFrentz has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton against Nash. Here's LaFrentz. Here's Nahara. LaFrentz passes to Nash. Here's the teardrop. Second chance shot. Screen by Jones. The second chance effort. Kept alive. Nash outside. Here's the screen. Over Barry. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Lewis. LaFrentz pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 13. Now Nash. 19 points in the game. Six to shoot. Inside to stop the drought. A shot by LaFrentz, no good. Sonics trail by 13. Mason with it. Outside for Lewis. The Sonics again can't hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Nash, here we go. Here's Nahara. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. As to Drobniak. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Drobniak's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, you got to take those long-range looks when they come your way. Don't wait.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Outside Williams. Offline with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Barry the pass to Payton. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Rebounded by Eschmeyer. Eschmeyer's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got his 2nd bucket. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. LaFrentz, he's checked in for Dallas.
Substitution on the court.
Payton against Johnson. Pass to Barry. Now Mason.
Mavericks foul. Walt Williams. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Payton against Johnson. Nice ball movement by Seattle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Potampico. Good on the baseline J. Dallas leading by 10. And here is Johnson. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Williams. Connects on the 17-footer. Williams has got his first points of the night.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
The Supersonics making a switch here. Forte's checked in. Johnson kicks to Finley. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Sonics trail by 10. Pass to Mason. Beyond the arc. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Finley.
Walt Williams. 2nd personal foul. 5th team foul.
And Seattle shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Pass to Forte. Mason with him. He's guarded by Williams. Williams against Mason. Here's Booth. And the basket is good. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one with 4 teammates.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Michael Finley's combination of size and athleticism and skill, too much for the defense to handle there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Naharaj checked in. And that one misses. Sonics trail by 7. Here is Mason. 19 points in the game. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Mason's role and responsibility is to score. And right now, he's dropping points in bunches.
And the Mavericks call time here. There's a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Right wing. Here's Finley. Dallas, no good that time either. Sonics trail by 5. Outside, Payton to the right side. We've got 28 seconds left in the 3rd. 6 on the shot clock.
Throwing it down with some nasty attached to it.
Mavericks leading by 3. 19 seconds left here on the 3rd quarter. Now here's Van Exel. He's got 8. Pass to Finley from deep. And that one is hammered home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Dallas. To the paint. Tries it from 9. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 25 points for Nowitzki.
Hey, you know what? Any shot is a good shot for Nowitzki. He's out there to score the basketball, and he's always aggressive on offense.
Mason up top. Johnson over to help. To the inside. Here's Potapico. Sinks that one from the post.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Van Exel against Mason. Now Van Exel. Pass to Bell. 5 on the clock. Here's Nowitzki. Stolen by Lewis. And now here's Mason, the fast break opportunity.
Oh, very talented finisher. If Mason gets the chance, he is going to put one on your head.
Mavericks leading by 3. Johnson outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And it's Nowitzki missing. The Supersonics shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Mason. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Nick Van Exel.
Attacking with reckless abandon, Desmond Mason doesn't care what the defense is or how tight they're on him. He's going where he wants to.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Bradley's checked in for LaFrance. Ahara comes in for Raja Bell. And it's Nash in for Johnson.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Here's Nash. Rebound by the Sonics. Mason's got his 4th rebound in this one. To tie it up. And the layup is good. Mason's got the game tied up here for the Sonics.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
Pass to Booth. Here's Forte. Nice ball movement by Seattle. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Mavericks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Nash outside. Nowitzki outside. They could use a bucket. Bradley kicks to Nowitzki. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Nowitzki's got 27.
And Nowitzki is money from the mid-range now. Like how high he keeps the ball. Really does a nice job of extending and keeping that ball away from the defense.
Lewis down low. Covered by Nahara. Here's Booth. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Nash outside. Nowitzki outside. Over Potapico. Cuts off the pass. Here's Forte. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nahara's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. From 20 feet out. Rebound by the Sonics. Mason with it. Guarded now by Nash. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
At least checked in for Nowitzki. The Supersonics also with the sub. Barry's checked in. Pass to Lewis. Here's Booth. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Rashard Lewis getting his teammates involved. The big man moving the rock right there.
Here's Nash, and here is Van Exel. Back to Nash. Six to shoot. Back to Van Exel. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. Nash has got 4 assists in the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
So they take the lead. Barry's got the lead up to 1 now for the Sonics.
And how about the stroke there from Barry? Has such an effortless release on his 3-ball.
Here's Nash driving to the basket and a missed layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And he gets the bucket. And now a 3-point Seattle lead.
Nice job inside that time by Rashard Lewis, recognizing he had the advantage and attacked.
They set the pick. Nash the pass to Van Exel. The rebound by Mason. And here are the Sonics. They're on a 14-4 run. Lewis, and it's Seattle with another.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Timeout, Mavs. Stopniak, he's checked in for Seattle. Payton comes in for Potapenko. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I listened in on what Don Nelson was discussing with his players. Now Coach talked all about fouls in that huddle. He reminded them, play defense with our feet. Beat them to the spots, hands straight up. Don't give them a chance to blow the whistle on us. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Payton. And stolen by Nowitzki. Van Exel against Mason. Pass to Finley. Here's the break, and he commits the intentional foul.
Steve Nash. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And here are the Supersonics now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Lewis against Nowitzki. As to Drobniak.
Oh, good instincts there. Staying all over the shooter.
Off target at the rim. Here's Nash. And he banks in the layup. Now just a 1-point Sonic lead.
Hey, we all know Nash can pass, but he can score the ball too, folks, reminding us all of that now.
Who is outside? On the wing, Payton. Just 5 to shoot. As to Drobniak. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Van Exel with it. Nash with it. Here's Finley. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Mavericks trail by 3. Nash up on top. Defended by Payton. Stolen by Lewis. Pass to Barry. Back to Payton. And here is Mason for the 3. Rebound by Van Exel. Here's Finley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
A variety of ways for Finley to attack you inside.
Bradley's checked in for Dallas. Admonovich is checked in for Seattle. So it's the Supersonics now. Outside, Payton. Pass to Lewis. The shot from the low post is good. Lewis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Lewis has been on automatic, scoring at will. This guy can go off now.
And he lays it straight in. Nash has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
In operating out of that two-man game, he finds some space and calls his own number.
Lewis outside. Pass to Radmanovich. Here's Drobniak, guarded by Bradley. Just 3 to shoot. And it's blocked by Bradley.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
What an opportunity here.
Yeah, a chance to take the lead. This is huge.
Nash dishes to Nowitzki to take the lead. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Nick Van Exel.
Johnson, he's checked in for Steve Nash.
4th team foul. Substitution for your Mavericks, number 6, Avery Johnson.
Radmanovich the pass to Barry. And here is Payton. Pass to Barry. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Cool as they come in a tight spot like that. Great poise.
They set the screen. Here's Van Exel. Right on the bucket. Van Exel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Van Exel is a gamer, someone that embraces those big shots.
Here's Barry. Here's Payton. Mavericks with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. That puts them in the lead. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
And they needed a hoop. He gets them one. Huge basket.
Seattle has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Payton. He lobs it up. Nice ball movement by Seattle. That one good for 2.
The defense didn't bother him one bit as he got it to go inside.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Van Exel. Pass to Nowitzki. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
It really shows on the face of Nowitzki how much he loves playing the game. And that kind of enthusiasm is infectious.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. LaFrance's checked in for the Mavericks. Griffin comes in for Van Exel. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Outside, Payton. Lock at 6. Pass to Radmanovich. No good on the triple.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here. I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this high.
Knocks it loose. Nowitzki with the steal. There's 31 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. A baseline J. Shard Lewis pulls it in.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Pass to Radmanovich. Now, here's Payton. And Lewis has it in the corner. No good from 3-point territory. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Seattle calls timeout. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to take a miracle for them here, or actually a miracle three-pointer and a foul. This one's over.
Here's Barry, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.